everybody. I wanted to go over what our math is going to be for today. So what we're going to do is we're going to back up. We're kind of going back over chapter 4, which is the chapter we did last week in class. We kind of had to rush through because of letting out for virtual learning. So we're still kind of covering some of those skills. So this is familiar things you have seen in the classroom. This is one of those lessons that you have got to know your multiplication facts, okay? There's no way for me to just tell you any way other than just saying, if you've not learned your multiplication facts, this is going to be a hard lesson for you, okay? And the thing is, the more you practice those multiplication facts, the easier when you see these, it just naturally pops into your head what the answer is. What we're looking at is having the missing factor, an unknown factor that we're trying to find. Now, sometimes they give us in our book, sometimes they give us a letter, and then sometimes they use a shape. Like I've got a square here, a diamond here. Doesn't matter what that missing factor is, they're just saying that's our unknown, what we do not know the answer to. So when we look at our multiplication problems, like on number 10 right here, I have this square times 2 equals 18. So I need to find out what that missing factor is. And you may quickly be able to tell blank times 2 is 18, and in your head you can pop out your answer pretty quick. But if you don't know, then how you can solve is you're going to use your factor you do have, and you're going to count up until you get to your product or you get to your answer, okay? So we'll start with 2's, and we're going to go up to 18. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. So my answer for this one is going to be 9. Okay? Now let's just look at our evens. So we're only going to do 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. We'll do 22 and 24. Now, if you are struggling with this, you can pause the video. And when you pause, you can write these in. If you're struggling seeing this, you can pause it and kind of zoom in if you need. Or I'll say the problem before I write it, and you can hit pause when I say the problem and work through it on your own and see if you get the right answer, okay? And if you're still struggling, if you can see these numbers, you can even do your odds if you just want some extra practice, okay? So let's look at number 12. Number 12 says y times 3 equals 9, okay? So what are we going to have to count by? What factor do I have? I have a 3, so I can count by 3's until I get to 9. So we'll go 3, 6, 9. There are 3 groups of 3 to get to 9, okay? Let's move down to number 14. 14 says 5 times p equals 40, okay? So what are we going to skip count by? We're going to skip count by our 5's. Now, if you already in your head know 5 times something equals 40, and you can tell me what that number is, then really quickly you can write it in here. If not, then you got to skip count. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I had to count it 8 times to get to 40, okay? We're going to skip to number 16. Now on this one, they have changed my equation order. They put my equal sign at the front and put my 2 factors on the back. That's totally fine, okay? As long as our equation is true on each side of the equal sign. Remember how we talked about it's got to be like a scale? So on this side we have 36, so this side just has to equal 36 to make it true, okay? So 36 equals a diamond times 6. So what's going to be that missing factor? Quickly, you should be able to know, because that's one of our little rhymes you should know pretty quick. If not, you can count it by 6. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36. So my answer is going to be 6. Okay? Now, when you get on to our math practice today that you're going to do for your assignment is actually going to be on iExcel for math. Most of you work pretty quick on math for iExcel, so it shouldn't take you that long. Remember, if you get on iExcel and you go over 20 or 30 minutes, you can stop there, even if you haven't earned your medal, okay? Once you have practiced for about 20 minutes at least, then you should be good to go. Now, if you earn your medal, that means you mastered your skill, so you can be finished with math once you've earned a medal. But if you've worked 20 or 30 minutes, you still don't get your medal, that's okay. Just stop there and we will practice it some more when we get back into the classroom. When you get on iExcel, the skill that I have starred for you right there at the top, it says 9. The way they're going to set it up, it's going to say 9 groups of a blank equals 27. Okay, so on iExcel, they set it up just a little bit different than we do. So that's exactly like saying 9 times blank equals 27. So we'll solve it the same way, okay? So if I count it by 9s, I'll say 9, 18, 27. So in the blank, I would just enter a 3, and that would be correct on iExcel. Same thing here. They may have a blank groups of 5 equals 10. That one's super easy. How many times do we count it by 5s? We'll count it twice, and that will be how you answer on iExcel, so it's a little bit different. Let's go back to our way, just to finish this up. On number 22, it says blank times 4 is 24. Okay, if you don't know, you got to count it by 4s, okay? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, and 24. There are 6 groups of 4 to get to 24. Okay, when we look at 24, blank times 3 equals 15, or an unknown number of groups of 3 will get me to 15. That one's pretty easy. We like that one. That one's 5. 5 times 3 is 15. Again, if you don't know your multiplication facts, then that's going to be probably your biggest obstacle. You've got to learn those multiplication facts, okay? So that's going to complete the instruction for today. You're going to get on iExcel and go to that math that it talks about unknown factors. You're going to go to that math starred skill. Make sure you're logged in before you do that. You'll see the yellow star at the top. Click on the unknown factors that you're going to complete just like this, just like these 2 problems. And then that will be your math assignment for today. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.